afternoon, everybody. Finally managed to get 10 minutes to quickly show you my latest journal. I've been trying to get to do some filming all day, but the days got away from me. So before I lose all natural light, I'll quickly get into it. I've named this journal Ethereal Autumn. I did do a couple of Christmas journals recently, and I somehow didn't feel as though I was quite ready to leave autumn, so I thought I had a few little bits left over, so I thought I'd get back into doing another autumn journal. And this whole journal was inspired by this picture, and I love it. It's an Arthur Rackham, and she's obviously like a little fairy, and she seems to be walking across a spider's web, going from sort of one flower to another. There's a little cobweb in the back, but it was mainly the colours that I really loved. They just look very golden, autumnal browns. And I've recently done a few autumn journals, and they've been sort of very orangish, sort of traditional orange. And yes, there's still some orange in this one, but I'm trying to head towards a more ethereal autumn, if that makes any sense. I wanted this journal to be a sort of a look into the forest in autumn, sort of viewed by the creatures that inhabit it, like the fairies that live there, squirrels, birds, sort of a bit more nature, fairy, if that makes any sense. In my head I sort of know where I'm going, but it may not come across in the video of what I'm trying to do, but hope you'll bear with me. It measures, oh, I've just checked, 8.5 inches by 6. Sorry, I'm still in feet and inches. I don't do centimetres and metres. It's just all over my head, that. So I'm in inches. The cover, like I said, is this little image from Arthur Rackham, which I loved, and I've put it onto some like little gold tulle. There's a book cover underneath, and then I've made this cover up. Not sure how well the camera's going to pick it up. It's made, I've used a box, but I've sort of put on it, do they call it plasterer's tape or something? It's like, it's hard to describe, I should have, but it's like a tape which I covered all over, then I've painted it brown, then I've just sort of gone over it with little bits of gold gilding wax. It's very sturdy. I haven't at moment got a closure on it, but it is quite flat, and I've not gone very alligator mouth with it this time, although it's still quite chunky. On the front I've just done some sort of green cheesecloth, which I've just dyed with my distress inks. So a little bit more of this gold tulle and some like packaging paper. I think that's about as much as I can. Like I said, don't know if the camera will pick up the sort of gold on this, but it does look quite gold, sprinkly gold, if that makes any sense again. Right, into the journal. There is, let me see, 4 signatures in it, and there's 128 pages front to back. I haven't used any particular kits in this. I've sort of used what I've got lying about. I have used some papers by Vintage by Me. There's some Artie Mays papers in it. There's Flower Fairies book, which I've cut up to do some fussy cutting. And there was some more papers, but I can't think who they're by. But if anybody wants to know anything, I can sort of let you know afterwards. Right, the front page is this lovely sort of mushroomy paper, which I know is Vintage by Me, and I just love these when I saw them. They look very autumnal, and I thought it'd be perfect for what I want. The cover, I've just done a little collage up where I've just cut out some flower fairies, a little bit of Artie Mays paper, background papers underneath, some mushrooms, just fairy friends. Here there's just a little pumpkin which I've cut out from an old calendar I had from last year, and I just thought it went, and it's got a little bunny in the middle. Here I've done one of these flip up taggy book things inspired by Carol Laws. I've just got some journaling card in, but this was the look I was sort of also aiming for, in the sort of very sort of woodland, but I was trying to stay away from the cutesy fairy look, but obviously I still have some cute fairies in, but I preferred the more the darker sort of, the more Arthur Rackham sort of fairies. This does come out, but I've just once again left plenty of room for journaling, but all the stuff I tend to sort of pin in so you can remove it when not in use. Oh, I've used these are Mrs. Cogg's, I think the Garden Fairies collection rings a bell. Some Edith Holden, another of these beautiful Arthur Rackham images, which is just an envelope which I've just filled in with a couple of journaling cards and some scrap paper, and that folds over. Papers are either coffee dyed or onion skin dyed, and I just love the golden colour that onion dyeing sort of gives to your papers. Here I've just done a little side tuck with a journaling card. These are Artie Mae's, I know that. These, I'm not sure what they are. I can find out if anybody's interested, but there was a lovely little collection I saw on Etsy, and they were like ledger paper, and they've got very lots of yellows, oranges and browns in, but there was sort of, I thought, it'd be sort of perfect for what I was looking for. Vellum paper, which I've just printed off these mushrooms on. I've done a lot of collaging in this journal, and I sort of like collaging. I've sort of suddenly discovered I find it quite relaxing when I'm just sort of sat there doing not a lot. I've been watching some of I know a few of you will follow her on Instagram, and August Birdsong is I think her name of her channel, Julie, and she does the most lovely collages, and I was watching a couple of her tutorials recently, and she's just really inspired me to sort of, collaging sort of tends to frighten me sometimes because I sort of never seem to be able to get it right, but I guess with anything it's practice, isn't it? So that's who my collaging has been inspired by. But if you haven't checked out her channel, I'd really advise you to have a look. She's got some lovely work on. These is just a little file folder card thing, and I've just collaged up again using some background papers from Artie Mae's, music paper, Flower Fairy. I think this is calico collage, I want to say, leaves. Here I've just done a little fabric pocket, which it's got some like autumnal colours in. I just thought worked perfectly. A couple of journaling cards and tags, still the centre of the first signature. Another little collage journaling card. I won't pull everything out. I think this paper, lovely. This was vintage by me, which I was saying that I really loved. Little ruffle, once again just paper clipped in, so it's all removable. Another vellum, mushrooms, some ledger, plain Edith Holden. These probably I'll just undo one. So these are like for sort of secret journaling. You sort of journal and then you sort of cover it up. And I did see that on a video recently, and I can't think who did that neither, sorry. But I love these little two fairies kissing over a toadstool. Them are Mrs. Cogg's, I know that much. Little journaling card I've done with a little robin. And this little robin is quite special, and I have got some more, but I thought I will use one. A couple of years back, I took a picture of a robin in my garden, and Rita, I suppose a few of you will know her. I forget what her YouTube channel was called, but she actually painted me the robin of my little robin, and she's done some little, sent me some cards, and I just thought it was so lovely, and it was a lovely little reminder of my robin in my garden, who still, I don't say I've knocked myself off, who still comes and visits me. So that's a lovely little reminder of my robin. And it just says, autumn dressed up in gold, the richest season of the soul. Here I've just used some more of that calendar I had from last year, and I just thought the colours looked sort of very woodland and autumnal. A little tag here. Oh, it's got a little bird on. I won't take it all out. here I've just put in some extra journaling paper I had. That's Artie Mae's, and I just thought it's always nice to have an extra journaling card. Some more vellum with this lovely autumnal scene on it. Another little secret journaling space. This is just one of a shop we have in the UK called Fat Face, but I love the tags that you get with it. They always have like these bolt pins on, and I always save them because I do buy quite a lot of Fat Face, but I just cover them over with some like stickers and stuff, and I just think they're just nice to add to a journal. Another bit of this ledger paper, this gorgeous owl. How beautiful is he? Some more. I like this. It's sort of printed, but you can sort of write on it. Still plenty of writing space. Like I've said before, my journals I do tend to keep more as writing journals rather than filling every page. A little tag here. These I think are from Nikki Adigan, and I think it's one of her woodland kits. Yeah, I want to say that, but I just love them, and I have used actually a few bits in here from Nikki's kit. Another Edith Holden, but it was just too nice to cut, so I just folded it over, and it's got the song thrush in, and this lovely bit of cow parsley is it called? Just some autumnal looking fabric, a couple of journaling cards, and this I'll just quickly share with you is, I always call this my green man. My mum several years ago brought me a plaque in my garden of the green man, and I just took a photo of it with an ordinary camera, and obviously it was green, but I've just added some reds and made it a little bit warmer, and I just think he's come out looking really lovely. So, and I just think he looks very autumnal, and there should be a green man in the forest, especially at autumn. Another fairy here, plenty more journaling space. Another of these secret journaling spaces. I've got bits of sari silk here and there, some more vellum. Just done here, yeah, another little tuck spot. This is the centuries of the second one, and it's just got a little journaling card. This is one of Nikki Adigan's woodland papers. Yeah, and these are Artie Mae's from the Ferns and Mushroom kits, and that's just a little flower fairy I've cut out from the Flower Fairy book. A couple of little tags here. One says keep this book clean. Just some musical notes with leaves on, which I thought was quite pretty. But I've just made it into, it does fold over, and I've just made it into a little side tuck where I've got done another file folder card, are they called? Index cards, whatever you call them. Just collaged it up using some mushrooms and some Artie Mae's background papers I've had knocking about. Here's just a little belly band with some fabric. I love that image, and I love the trees. They're like talking trees, and there's a cat in there, and I just love the colours. Just a little extra bit of journaling space, little card and a little note. This is some calico collage, I do know that. Happy autumn. I've just put a little fabric ruffle at the bottom. Another journaling card which I've collaged up again using the Vintage by Me papers, and these are from Artie Mae's, little quotes and a flower fairy. Some gold trim. Vellum's got writing space. Emma's for Marigold, I've just put a few of those in. Little envelope. This is the Woodland kit again from Nikki Adigan. A couple of journaling cards in. Can't believe how quickly it starts getting dark at this time of night, and it's only, what time is it? About 3:30. I've just been waiting for my other half to leave. He's just heading up to the doctor's for his flu jab. I don't like filming when, of course this comes on. I don't like filming when there's people in the house, because as soon as you start filming, people come in and they're mithering you and they put me off actually, because I'm not keen on filming, but and to have somebody there put me off all the time, walking in and out, talking, does nothing for me at all. Artemis, ferns and mushrooms, more writing space, a little bit of collage, a couple of journaling cards and tags. I've been back with them. I think these are Artemis background papers. Little corner tuck. Centre, is it my third signature? Here I've just made a little pocket out of this. I love this paper, and I just love the colours of it. Little toadstool, some journaling cards, a little bit of Tim Holtz, one of these talking trees from Mrs. Coggs, which I love. Here I've just made a little, quickly show you. It's just a little booklet with some spare writing paper. It's made from an Edith Holden page, which had no image on, but I don't like to throw any of them out because I always think the words are lovely, and you can make little booklets and things out of them. So that just clips in there. Little, just you could tuck something in or write something underneath or put picture, whatever you wanted. It is just gone in my Etsy shop, this journal, so if anybody is interested, it is for sale. I think I've told you how many pages, etc. is in it. Here I've just made a little pocket up with some gold. The concept of the journal, I was trying to get a lot more gold, and I wanted it to look sort of more golden autumny. So that's why I've used bits of gold throughout. So I just think autumn should shimmer, especially in the forest. Some more of these fallen leaves from Calico Collage. Here I've just got a large tag which I've done a collage up, and it's just got some Artemis butterflies on, some scraps of background papers I had knocking about, flower fairy and just a little woodland and a little squirrel sticker. It is that, but what I like to do on dark paper, because somebody said recently asked me, she liked my journal, but she said there was a lot of dark pages and she didn't know how to write on them. But I do on mine, I just write. Now, if this was mine, I would write using gold, them rollerball pens, they call gold or silver, and I just think gold would look lovely in this. And I just think it adds a little bit of contrast. Or you could use pink, whatever. So just because your papers are dark doesn't mean you can't write on them. This is a kit, like a very Art Nouveau, and I'm sorry I can't remember at all who it's from. Edith Holden Toadstool page, which I love. Another vellum page. Another of these little fairies. This is just like what do they call it, a dictionary page, and it's just got the word autumn here. But I just thought it was quite pretty, so I've included it. Some more of my onion dyed papers. Like I say, here there's plenty of lines for writing. I've just put a little paper bag in. I did mean to put it in, sew it in the journal, but I forgot. But I shall just put it in, and you could glue it on, put pictures on, put receipts, notes or anything. Another vellum paper, the other side of Edith Holden. Some more of those toadstools. I love Edith Holden toadstools. Sorry, I've never once checked to see if I'm in frame, have I? And at the back, once again, is another larger image of my little autumn green man that I have in my garden. And here I've just made a little vellum pocket, and I've just put in some little bits of journaling cards and tags I had knocking about that just sort of went with the journal. And that's my Ethereal Autumn journal. Thanks for stopping by to watch. Hope you're all keeping well and getting ready for Christmas. I think I'm going to make a Christmas gnome journal next. and I've got some presents to sort of get working on, and that's basically me, I think, for now. Okay, I hope you all enjoy your day. Thanks for watching. Bye.